How are we all doing today? It's just Stipe back here to do another review. Now, I'd say maybe 4 months ago, I made a promise to myself that I would try to get through some products in kind of the pre-workout, fat burning, nootropic type of world, which weren't, I guess, the typical. They weren't the ones that everyone else has reviewed. And by that, I mean, the Alpha Lions, Dark Labs, Apollo Nutrition, etc. I wanted to focus on certain things where maybe it's a product you've never heard of before, maybe it's a company you've never heard of before. And the biggest focus was what's something that's not going to break the bank. If you live in Australia and you've bought the likes of Assassin, Excelsior, Crack, etc., you know that they cost a fucking hefty price tag. I'm talking upwards of 100 plus. I made a big order. It was about 5 or 6 different products. And it cost me roughly 160 Australian dollars, and that was with shipping from America. One of them that I bought, I believe, was about 20 Australian dollars. I thought, fuck it, even if it's trash, it's $20. I'll use it for whatever. Was this, I don't know what the brand is. It's USN. I've never heard of it before. 3XT. It says pump on the front of it, but it's not really a pump formula. If anything, it's a fat burner. So my intention and my purpose behind using this was to treat it as if it is a fat burning formula. Because when you look at it and you read the label, there's nothing about this that screams pumps. But when you read it, you look at it and you go, okay, that's got some, thermogenic effects, etc. The taste and the flavor is an interesting one. It's a wild guava flavor. And one of my favorite fucking fruit tastes of all time, but actually might be my favorite, is guava. There's just something about it. It's just absolutely different to everything else. And this one is pretty decent. Like, it's not amazing, but it's pretty decent. When you smell it, it's got quite a nice smell to it. And the taste is, it's really not difficult. On top of that, you only really need about 4 to 5 ounces of water. So even if you don't enjoy the flavor, it's not a hard one to neck down. Alrighty, let's get into the label. So the label's not very complex, as I guess you wouldn't expect it to be, because it's fucking $20. But it's a 6.2 gram scoop. There's 30 servings. We start off with 400 milligrams of caffeine, which is quite a hefty dose. Teacrine at 60 milligrams, which is just a cis caffeine anhydrous. You got Avodia Rutacarpa fruit powder. I'm not really too sure what that is, to be honest. It's 7.5 milligrams. You got Yohimbe at 5 milligrams. You got alpha Yohimbe bark extract. So you got HCl and you got bark extract. That's 1.5 milligrams. And then you got alpha Yohimbe at 0.5 milligrams. So not a huge dose of alpha Yohimbe, which is preferably how I like it. And then the last two ingredients damn near feel irrelevant, but it's betaine anhydrous at 1400 milligrams and L-citrulline dimelate 1:1 at 2500 milligrams. As I'm not bothering with this as a pump formula, mainly if I'm doing a big cardio session, that's what I use it for. So the label, it doesn't stand out, but for $20, it's not bad at all. What were the results like is kind of the important part always when it comes to these products. This one really surprised me. Out of everything that I bought from that giant pack of fucking, supplements, etc., this has to be my favorite thing I've bought from there. It's so simple and it really does the fucking job. It helps with cardio. It's got a thermogenic effect to it. The energy on it's great. There's no over-the-top heart racing, feels like you're dying type of caffeine and hydrous energy. It's more just clean, consistent kind of energy. And on top of that, the alpha and the other elements of the Yohimbe really give you a nice sweat and nice get shit done type of effect for me. You don't get any fucking cold sweats. You shouldn't expect to at 0.5 milligrams unless you're crazy susceptible to that. The pumps from it, I don't even know really, because I've never focused on using this when it's like an arm session, a chest session, to really know what the difference is. But in terms of a product which isn't going to break your bank, tastes decent, has decent results, this is about as good as it gets for me. I mean, 20 bucks Australian, when it might have been on sale. I can't remember exactly what the deal was with it, but it's really fucking good, man. Is this as good as, let's just say, Polar Nutrition Chaos? No, it's not. Like, but it's got elements of it which are very, very straightforward, easy to use. There's no complaints about it. You get a little bit warm, you get a lot of energy. Focus is there as well, because once you get that energy and you get that sweat going, to me personally, that really dials me in. That makes me want to continue on with the session. Like I used it today, did abs, did cardio, and then after cardio, I did some sauna. And man, it really pushed me through the cardio. I did pretty intense, 30 minutes, I think it was, on the stepper. And I mean, 30 minutes isn't a lot, but I went at a very high intensity. I think I went at like a level 10 for about 10 minutes straight. And this level 10 for our stepper at my gym is very, like, you're damn near jogging up the stairs. As opposed to, like, you know, the walking motion that you see typically bodybuilders do. I like that intense cardio. It's just something I enjoy doing. This shit pushed me through it. I don't know if I would have got it done as much without it, but with it, it really fucking pushed me forward to that edge. Who would I recommend this for? To me, this is one of those where if you want a fat burner which just simply doesn't break the bank and is basic, I think this is perfect for that. If you're somebody on a budget, once again, it's perfect for that. Do I recommend it for somebody that's got a low caffeine tolerance? Absolutely not, because it does have 400 milligrams. But if you've got a high caffeine tolerance, you don't get issues from consuming 400 milligrams of caffeine. I mean, this will get the job done. I'm hoping to do eventually more and more of these reviews where it's companies you've maybe never heard of. It's products which might be cheap. And honestly, there's been a bunch that I've tried and most of them do suck absolute cock. So in that sense, I'm not going to review to you garbage and be like, it's all right, just to get, you know, more videos out there. That's not my intent. It's never been. But if I do find something that I think is almost like a little bit of a hidden gem, like this shit, I mean, yeah, I'll definitely recommend it and I'll stand by that, you know? If you've been blown away by some of the best fat burners that have ever existed, no, you're not going to get blown away from this. So keep your standards for what an elite level fat burner is, especially the ones that have like DMHA, Juglans Regia, Araya Durensis, etc., like 3 milligrams of alpha-humide. Yeah, don't expect that. But if you want something basic, something you can use probably 3-4 times a week if your caffeine tolerance is high, this is the perfect one for me, because you're not going to be worrying about spending too much money. Wait till it's on sale if you want to buy it. Don't prioritize it, you know? But yeah, overall, this is a very, very solid product. I would go as far as to say it's probably my favorite budget product that I've tried so far in terms of pre-workouts, fat burners, etc. Alrighty, that's me with my review. Hope everybody's had a lovely day, and I'm peacing out.